I don't know for sure, but the guy isn't here anymore. The guy that's selling the sneakers. Food gift from the people of Messina. Says speakers from the people of Samara. Yeah, he's left the streets. Oh boy. Have people cleared the area? The pawn shop is locked.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Cortenaed. Oh boy.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
What does that even mean?
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm.
Say nothing. I know what's going on here. It's pretty obvious.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corti.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street? This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
It's 10:30 in the morning. They're already wasted.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower, and he knows it.
Peaceful.
Rude Hulk Hohenklon. Sounds like the armored figure is weeping.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
Lieutenant points to the helmeted figure.
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all, heavily armed. The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
Big one is the mercenary at the gates. The scab leader. Stop! This is the police! Okay. Let's walk away for now. We're out of time. This is...
The Mercenary Tribunal.
What do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
He doesn't want to, but he must.
Authority. Formidable. Success. There's the mercenary at the gates. Can we walk away for now?
No. We have to step in. This is not going to end well if we don't.
Oh boy. There's the mercenary
If
at the
this
gates.
turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
But I thought you said like the skinny one was the most heavily armed one. Oh boy. Nothing else for it. Stop! This is the police!
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backward.
I think he's calmed down a bit. No, he didn't. He's about to open fire.
Ooh. Who do I listen to? Empathy or Half-Light? So which one is it? Who's right?
He is. I was wrong.
Oh, fuck.
Pig, fuck!
The voice from beneath the helmet interrupts your thoughts, so you can only make out the last word. No one needs to die here. No one needs to die here today. Say nothing, cross your arms. Should I be Titus? Oh man. I can see you're drunk. Say nothing. I'm gonna be Titus.
You.
Quaternary turns his bloodshot eyes to you.
You're probably gonna get killed too. I think I'm gonna kill you. I didn't think I had it in me to kill a cop.
To your left, you hear the lieutenant cock his gun.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip of your sidearm feels comforting and warm in your hand. Feels like it's saying, do it.
Long rifle. Is he the one that killed his own squad mate?
Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him before he shoots you. No, wait. It's good you have that gun. It really is. Just soften him up first. Present an argument. Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out first. Get under his skin. I don't know about this getting under his skin. What if he gets under yours? I'm barely keeping your hand from trembling here. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have, then move down from that.
I wasn't expecting this to turn into a Mexican standoff. Listen, they didn't do it. The Wild Pines Web does not approve of this. Think of an argument. Talk about Hanged Man, have blue eyes. Where's Clazier? She can explain this. Stand there quietly, hope nothing bad happens. Alright. This is a red check, it cannot be retried. The Wild Pines Web does not approve of this.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
It's a huddle laughter. Wild Pines is not going to forgive you massacring a bunch of innocent people. We're working together. She knew you're out of control. She told me.
She's gone, you stupid fuck. Sailed off 5 minutes ago. She doesn't give a shit about you, Silos.
Is she really gone?
Stay cool! Don't do anything stupid!
Titus shouts to his men in the background.
Company bitch is gone. Laylee's gone. Fuck are we still doing in this shithole?
He looks around, tired suddenly. Sad even.
Guys, I just get in the way. I don't even have a gun.
Hold your ground. Any more of you run, I
He
shoot
does
you,
not
Ozzy.
hold his ground.
We're doing this together.
They're afraid. All of them. Trembling reeds in the wind. They'll run, scatter soon. One by one. No, the rest will stay. They would hold their ground, even if it means dying here with you.
Well, that didn't help anything. Who is that? I didn't know you had a third guy.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer. Howen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
All of you cunts inside out.
The killer?
The gunner. The raddest. The killer.
He points to the figure clad entirely in ceramic plate.
What do you think he does?
There, on the rim of Owen Cloven's helmet, you count little stick figures. 19, 20, 21.
And get real tough on this killing is meaningless. Good. No need to escalate. I think get real tough on this killing is meaningless.
About 50 little stick figures, all of them black, plus 2 little white ones in the end.
Kills black people? I mean, probably.
That's right. Plenty of kids here in Revachol, too.
T, let's fucking do it.
The man presses through his teeth. His hand is on his belt.
Easy. Easy now.
Listen, they didn't do it.
Yeah? Who did?
He's a little trying to figure this out. Trying to think it was Titus. It was someone else, someone who's not here now. I mean, I think it's Clazier, but I think she was just involved. I don't think she's like that. She did lie to me about Ruby being the one with the plan to stage the killing. But
The bird. You're fucking telling me a bird killed our cub?
shot was meant for her. She had to pass and caught up with her. She was the only person in the room when he died. Upstairs.
You think I'm fucking stupid? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now, huh? How about the kid? Go ahead. Tell me about some fucking rude again.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead court marshal won't decide who.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna shoot her.
Think, why doesn't he believe me?
Your mind grinds to a halt. All you can see is the revolver in the man's armored hand, swaying, pointed at her. You move your mouth like a fish gasping for air.
She wasn't even there.
He pulls the trigger. A plume of smoke erupts from the muzzle. The shot rings in your ears, a low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I can't, unless I want to start the whole dialogue thing over. You can't save in the middle of a conversation. How many times do I have to say that? The woman grabs her left side. She's down. Her white shirt soaks a blood red around her abdomen. She gasps for air.
She's not. She's bleeding out. If she doesn't get help in 10 minutes, she'll die.
Fuck this!
And then starts pulling something out of his pocket.
There's a coarse shuffle against something. Is it a gun?
Gene! Cancel Lizzie! Now!
He wants you to open fire on the mercenaries before he does. He's waiting for you and your partner to be the shield.
Ooh. Got Gardner shot. My chances of shooting Quintanar is even lower now. Alright. With the hangman.
Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
Ask about him first. You want a goddamn scab leader.
Yeah, I don't fucking act so well. Laylee had a hard-on for making faces with you natives. Fucking food aid shit. That shit is done now. Trigger time.
Who are you, Cordy?
Sergeant Major Rao Cortiner, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
He points at the whirling and rags.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click softly.
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. We're all sentenced to death by lead.
Listen, you're Lily. Everyone says good things about him. He was a talker. He had blue eyes, didn't he, your colonel?
Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man.
He smiles, pulling his face in a strange way.
It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down plots.
Listen, you're Lily. Everyone says good things about him. He was a
Fuck do you
talker.
mean, talker?
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic, a nice guy to be around.
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives. Share leaflets. Squeeze a bit of kit tass here and there. Great fucking idea,
points toward the yard.
If Laylee was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for sure. But me, I'm not a big fan of public affairs, Clay Monkey. I'll gun every one of you down for what you did.
Ready to open fire, Major. At your command.
This one isn't used to being suited this long. She's uncomfortable. We'll open fire just to hurry things along.
Your colonel did not deserve to go out like that, I promise. I will find his killer.
His killer. Cop, his killers stand right there, shitting their pants, and you're standing in the way, protecting them.
They didn't.
The woman holds on to her side, teeth rattling.
Shush, sister. Blood's all gone out now. Not long to go till the rattle starts. 1 down, girl. 6 to go.
This did nothing. You think you were onto something? You just wasted time. Please, act.
But down well. Oh, drunk.
Yes.
Look at
So what?
judgment is impaired. You regret
Nah.
this.
I'm clear as day. Fucking government-ordained super soldier.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat!
Interrupt me again, and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
Cool. Challenging rhetoric. Oh boy, if there was ever a time for rhetoric, it would be now. Hand-eye coordination would be better, but I'm capped out on hand-eye coordination. %72 now. Come on, please.
All right, here we go. This is an illegal trial. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick. Really, none of this looks like it's going to do anything but piss him off.
Oh boy. Let's be clear, you're officially in charge of this unit after the death of your colonel, and it does not give you the right to conduct a tribunal. You were called Downwell once. What happened?
What always happens when you get good at your job? That name meant night raids. Fucking extrajudicial funky time. Burn villages. Shit that sounds bad on the radio. The same thing happened when we were called whatever the fuck it was. Probably won't be called Crenell for much longer either.
The woman has grown silent. She draws shallow breaths.
Not after this shit.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something. Now fire. Fuck them up. Do it. The muscles on your back tense up.
Oh, I need higher hand-eye coordination. Oh my god, that would be a saving grace right now. Okay. 42%. Oh my god. Please, Lieutenant, back me up. Back me up, please. Get him, my boy. Oh, I missed.
Expels the bullet from the chamber. With a puff of smoke, it hits the man square in the chest, producing a soft clicking sound in the armor, like dice rolling.
Thank you.
The kinetic energy of the 9mm front-loaded bullet is distributed evenly across the chest piece and into his hands.
Go ahead. Give it another try. Kill him.
He turns to his left and says,
To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
dodge the shot.
You leap left.
What?
A swarm of angry lead passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing the fabric of your feels like.
Joy, I'm alive and immortal. I cannot be killed. Stop shooting at me!
The man tilts his head, trying to see through the clearing smoke for the next shot. Watch out. To your left. DePaul is about to take a shot too. At Kim.
God, please.
Tina says quietly without trembling. He aims, face pale.
He's aiming for the ice lock in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you.
Who screamed?
Dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at your chest, point blank. Then the man squeezes the trigger.
Look him in the eye.
A look of happiness. His eyes seem unnaturally bright, shining like stars. Something in the fear must distort him somehow. He is evil, and the end. Here it comes. Death.
Very low reaction speed. Impossible of 20. Evade the shot. 3%.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it.
Try to open your eyes. What do I see?
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out.
Out of it, a silhouette appears, crouching over you. You hear a familiar voice filled with urgency and fear. I lied about not remembering who I am. I made it up. I remember everything.
Stay with me.
You feel burning hot tears streaming from your eyes. I'm a fucking failure, and the love of my life left me.
Yes, keep talking. You hear
Lieutenant
me?
pushes down at your
Stay
wound
awake.
hard.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him. A shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands.
Kim truly trusts you. 97%. No, Kim!
No, you scream. Behind you, from your bloody lips, your eyes are full of fear. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion. You hear a roar of pain, a death scream. The sound disappears like someone pressed stop on the tape. The hulking figure, too, is gone. And so is Kim. And the whole world.
Fall into total darkness.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
Will I be a ghost now?
Brother, you already were a ghost. Up there screaming along with all of them. Scaring each other. Haunting each other. It's the living who are ghosts. The dead are silent. They don't rattle windows or write letters in blood. The living do. Leave them behind. Rest.
Let me back into the fight. Let me back in, coach.
Fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth.
I don't like this description.
Drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his womb sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There was a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon we will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops. He only gets worse.
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
Cam.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
Sunrise, Parabellum. Parabellum means this is war, or let there be war, something like that. Lieutenant says he is in the middle of a freshly cleaned room with a fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. The room is clean.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day.
How long have I been out?
2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water.
Ouch.
It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
Piss jacket, Cam, you took it off?
Yes. The joke wasn't funny anymore.
What joke? I never heard it. What did you say, sunrise?
Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
God, it's engraved on
Cops
it.
like it.
Is it
The
war
gates
today?
of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say.
He looks out the window.
I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely.
Good.
Yes, we have also completely failed, but that's okay.
What happened?
What happened? You shot the Major, and successfully, a firefight ensued.
What happened then?
As retaliation, their rifleman tried shooting you. He missed, or you dodged.
Then
I
what?
shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive.
This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care. Titus died in the hospital yesterday. Alain and the young musician, I forget his name, they are all that's left.
Titus is dead?
Yes. You were bleeding out. I think you said you lied about being an amnesiac, and you warned me. I was able to disarm the Major before he got the jump on me.
Thank you, although...
I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Crenel took him. A stray bullet killed the Pole, though. And that's what happened.
Titus
Yes.
is dead? She only smoked one a day.
This is the one.
In the major?
He's in a private hospital across the river. Cornell claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured.
There is unveiled anger in his voice.
We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage.
How many casualties on the Union side? Total?
5. Glenn, Theo, Angus. The fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And Titus. And Elizabeth too. Elizabeth Beaufort was her name. The gardener.
She didn't make it?
No, she bled out before Everard's surgeon could help her. Everard sent his personal doctor, but a costly loss for the Union. She was being trained for leadership.
If I would have presented the theory better to their leader...
She never had a chance. She should not have been there in the first place. There was no way to convince them.
Stop this line of thought now. You're too broken for ghosts.
That's...
All.
It's a total shit show,
Yes,
Cam.
officer. 6 people are dead. It's not a success.
7 was supposed to be the line.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet. And we are still alive. Both of us.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies. His smoking, his hunched back. You have it worse, but he took a real beating. That cigarette has medicinal purposes.
How bad am I hurt?
Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. The outer side, thankfully, no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and a bacterial infection treated with mercurochrome.
Can I walk?
We will see.
If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone, you are going to have to become a psycho-locomotor.
I'm a psycho-locomotor.
Good. You'll need to be. Whatever that is.
Has anyone from my station been to see me?
No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vicmer is his name. The asphalt vanishes under the wheels of the machine. Ahead, harbor cranes rise to the sky. Back to that shithole, he says.
Isn't that strange?
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site.
You haven't seen any, have you?
I'm sure they're worried about you.
It's not my station. Who treated me? Thank
No
you.
need.
Are you hurt?
Not very. I have a concussion from the major beating me with the butt of his gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see him coming. Stupid of me.
Okay.
Easy now.
Lieutenant turns double again before your eyes, an orange hue of pain.
How are you?
Disco days are done.
Your disco days should have been done quite a while back, Lieutenant Efrater.
What happens now?
I honestly don't know. We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. And Joyce has left too.
Joyce is
Yes,
gone?
she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines. Or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Connell from sending in a death squad.
He looks out the window.
Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Claudia too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
Claudia is
Oh,
gone
yes.
too?
She left 20 minutes prior to the tribunal showing up. I asked Mr. Gart. Turns out it was a bad idea not to arrest her. But maybe it was a good deed that will pay off in heaven.
Who would have figured?
Who did it then, Kim? Who killed the
I don't know.
hangman?
I think the dangerous theory you presented on Claudia, or whatever her name is, was wrong. We have not found a motive or a weapon for her. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
It's because I'm a La puta madre's peon, isn't it?
Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even if you are, it is not a decisive factor in this case.
Fucking Maybells, Kim. The flowers.
What?
They were on the roof. I didn't catch them. Fucking
Every
butterfingers.
piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to catch everything.
He's wrong.
Every piece of garbage in the city is connected to the case.
Okay.
Still a 28% possibility the shot came from
We should
a
go
distance.
upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else?
See? There's that. You can do ballistics.
There are these old bunkers and weapons caches, Revolutionary
We
era.
could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
But they seemed so mysterious.
I believe they're fucking
No
useless.
need to be melodramatic.
Miracle hasn't happened yet. It's not over
He
yet.
does not know what to reply. Looks out of the window, then back at you. It's morning outside, you think.
You know what I think about solving crimes?
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
Solving crimes is hard.
It really is very hard.
He sounds surprisingly weary. That concussion must be making him dizzy.
You're not ready to give up, are you?
Are you ready to limp?
I'm ready.
Good. Where do you want to limp to?
You should check Miss Saranya Disco Dance's
Why not?
room. Might as well. Can't really go anywhere else.
Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
That liquors. Maybe if you don't run, it will be okay. This could not have gone worse. Well, it
Next
could.
to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
A gift?
Lieutenant turns to the staircase suspiciously, looking for any signs of another presence in the shadows above. What could this gift be?
I am not drawing my gun. Yet. But I don't like gifts.
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward his holster as he studies the note. Just don't walk into another radio trap, okay? Relax. Not everyone is out to trap you.
You know, I wonder if that rifle you found at the bookstore and sold to the pawn shop could have helped. No, it was broken, cause Kim commented that it was beyond use. But it was like an antique that I could hold on to.
It's hardly surprising.
It's tied to the antenna. This is the gift.
Yes?
The trajectory of the bullet. Maybe. that's the case. Oh, well now I can fast travel. Cool. Thanks. That's the trajectory of the bullet. If that's it, then the shot came from here. From the church steeple?
Yes?
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
That's useless now. Can I fast travel? Zoom out, please.
The mother of humanism.
Is there any way to get up to the steeple? I don't know if there is. It's too hard to tell. Uh, I mean, if that's the trajectory of the bullet, then it's definitely the top of the... Definitely the steeple. I mean, he could have been like right there, or oh, there's a ladder right there on the other side. But I don't know like what good this does me now. mean, that's clearly a ladder. But is that not it? It has to be it.
Yes?
Don't know either. No. Inspect the window in Classie's bathroom and bedroom. Okay, I'll go back and do that. I suppose I need you to find out about the steeple, since I didn't look hard enough.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil. This was Cindy the Skull.
Like Cindy the Skull finally found the words for a
The
masterpiece.
lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it, yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday. And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
What are you trying to imply,
You
Fingers?
could buy some smokes, light up a ciggy and throw it in there. You know, just to see what happens. See if it's flammable. It's better that way. Safer.
It probably is safer. Wow, Kuno's still out here. Kuno really doesn't fucking care.
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool.
Guess that's
Cool,
true.
cool, cool. That's very cool to Kuno. Just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now, Kuno's gonna treat you different. Kuno doesn't reward weakness. It's business as usual with Kuno. Kuno's cold like that.
Feels good for some reason.
Watch
Kuno
out,
doesn't
kid.
fucking
It's a
care.
dangerous world out there. But Kuno's got his eyes on you.
What's that supposed to
Who
mean?
knows?
Anything to add, Kuno S?
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Alright, good talking. That's depressing.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
I did, thank you. Big improvement.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire.
I don't know if I did that
I
much.
give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was an honest effort. I was watching until it went down. crawled inside, then bullets started flying. Anyway,
He really wants you to realize that he was also on the balcony looking by, in the danger zone, so to say.
I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, but the drinks are not. It just felt I needed to specify that.
Where did everyone go?
Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
What happened to the man with the sunglasses?
I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad.
Where were you when it all
Where was
happened?
How do you think I know the crazy shit you pulled off out there? I was there, out on the balcony, protecting my establishment. So, yeah, I guess I'm what you call a badass.
It really took courage. Don't pick at him.
Yeah, I guess you are a badass.
Yeah, I don't know. Clients were panicking. And also, I guess I sort of found out that I don't give a shit if I die.
He means it. It's not just boasting. It's something he discovered about himself, stepping onto that balcony.
No problem.
Thanks.
They'll come back. They always do.
Do you see the huge graffiti outside?
No, I completely failed to notice that. It's only in front of the entrance to the establishment I manage. Though maybe it's still better than just the blood.
Goodbye, Gart. Thanks for the free room. Okay, I need to look at the window from inside the room.
You see the same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman, only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
You were right, Jacob. Drawn taut and rebounds instantly.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez, B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime.
Where does the thread lead?
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof, B triple prime, the island in the bay.
How does she know how to do this? She trying to tell us the shot came from the islet?
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
It's also a location we have yet to rule out.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
Seem unenthusiastic.
I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days.
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything.
Maybe we need to go to the island? Lieutenant sighs, looking to the code distance across the water.
He is trying to justify it to himself.
I don't have anything to say. This is just something we have to do, Kim.
I understand.
He will. He has it in him.
Kim, let's go to the fucking island.
Okay, let's go to the fucking island.
He takes a second to gather himself and says,
How do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone.
Living in the net picker, she's starting her boat.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
Oh, I can't fast travel anymore? Alright. I'm tired too, Kim, to be honest. And never found the bulls either.
Officer Harry, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
I got shot in the dick.
She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
You seem angry. Why?
Look at you. You can barely walk.
I got shot in the foot. It's pretty badass. You would have liked it. Some people hurt me.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
I have a question for you.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
We need to get to that island.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
2 days of sunshine? I just got a bacterial infection.
I'm sad to hear that. Take care of that with ether, will you? Don't get too many RCM men round here. Be sad to lose the first one.
That's cool. You boasting your bacterial infection like that.
We borrow your boat.
If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull, I just got it nice and yellow, and no drinking on the boat, and no joyriding either.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
What if I want to rock?
See, that makes me not want to lend you my skiff. On a boat, rocking leads to capsizing. That there is an absolutely 100% rock-free skiff. You got that?
Yes, ma'am. We'll use your skiff to get there.
Please
then.
be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
A skiff with a small steering engine in the back floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Its 2 seats are empty. The boat's belly is a shiny yellow color, industrial paint over fresh tar. You see it reflect off the water, along with the factory number, A72. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now? Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
Get in and ride to the island. There's nothing else to do here. This is depressing. I really don't like this. I really, very and truly do not like this. It's like, it's one thing. It's one thing to watch a movie with a storyline like this. And like at least like an unresolved ending or something like that, like No Country for Old Men, or what was it, Chinatown with with fuck, I can't remember his name, but the movie in 1979. It's one thing to watch something like, to watch a movie like that where that happens. You get like a disappointed feeling, but it's like a good story. But you just like sat there and watched it happen. You weren't like in the world with the characters. Forget it, Jake. It's China. Yes, that one. It's one thing to do that, but when you play a game like that, and it leads to something like this, like, yeah, I didn't do everything, but it feels like I wasted my effort, and it doesn't feel good. Like, I know it's trying to make a point, but that point is lost in the sea of, oh, it was all for nothing. Like, understand? I hope I'm making sense with what I'm saying. Like, it was an unmitigated failure. Almost everyone died except for my partner. Which, thank goodness, Kim didn't die. But I was starting to like Titus and the Hardy Boys. Like, I didn't realize that finding Ruby was going to be like the end of everything. Like, I thought that was just like the next series of things. Like, I would be able to find Ruby and then like continue on with the rest of everything. But no, I found Ruby, and then like everything just like wrapped up immediately. That was, yeah.
In the silence, a sputter of wings. A flock of quails takes off in the distance. Let's go.
Ship bridge, the bonds were powerful enough to break the foundation. The rest of the chain travels off into the ocean. Tension, flammable. Some fuel has leaked out of the barrel, black, vicious. There's a lingering trace of mazout in the air. Versus ICM. See a star with the specs in it.
This feels familiar somehow.
Feels like RCM, River Shore Citizens Militia.
It does. The RCM may descend from the ICM.
May?
It's impossible to say. It was chaos after the war. The name was good for getting people to join us. Revachol West was mostly workers and criminals.
Nice political thoughts rush through your neocortex. A mediocre athlete would pant from dragging around his body on a busted crutch. But not you. You're thinking about politics with blood dripping down your thigh.
Inflammable means the same thing as flammable? That's interesting. It's a little embarrassing at 51 now. Maybe we need a rebrand?
No one remembers the ICM. The connotation is less important each year.
Finished thought. I mean, like, honestly, even if I'm getting to the, like, what's the point kind of territory. Cause like,
the dry grass crackles under your feet as you stop. Far away, birds.
Like the whole point was like to stop the war from happening, from the Civil War from happening, but it did. Like the Hardy Boys were pretty much wiped out. Clase escaped. Ruby's gone. Joyce is gone. I can't talk to Everard anymore. Like everything went to shit. Like, is there? What is my motivation for finding the killer at this point?
102, 105.
Everyone that was worth saving is gone now.
On the islet, there is almost no wind, just the light movement of air through the reeds. Bulrushes swaying on the waterline, long dried leaves chafing against each other, like a silent orchestra tuning at the beginning of some major work, of great importance to the few who attend.
Kim?
Yes?
You notice how quiet it is?
Is that why we're stopping?
I have to listen to one more
The
thing.
lieutenant nods in silence. A silent hiss. Sea air moving through the needles of a pine tree. The faraway roar of the city, distant like today's dream. Before it, the sound of sand. The low tide filtered through its grains. A bird tending to its feathers. A low hum. The air slowly moves through a concrete box, through its ancient slits and cracks, resonating, hollow. A big building.
Beyond that, further north.
Air flows out of a pillbox window. There is very little there. The air cossets flowers on a meadow. Absolute silence. Reeds
Below the
a
silence?
jitter, a sound impatient to happen, but not yet in this world. You hear some kind of limb fidget, producing an imperceptible tick.
Open your eyes. Stop listening. What's an armament rest? Twin cannons were attached here. Books, mostly fantastique and historical fiction. Candles planted on a broken rangefinder.
Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor and on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well organized. Most are soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic Animal Adventures. Among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories, you find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Does anything stand out as unusual? Yeah, this whole heckin' business. Oh, did I actually level up perception? Oh, I did.
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft cover books. White linen and a pillow are visible under a worn-out caracol blanket.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
How recently?
You force the rest of the sentence out through pain, thick as molasses, no longer able to hear yourself speak.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead.
No time to rest
yes,
now.
anytime. If you need a rest later, it's okay by me.
You don't have to be a hero.
Frostbitten bedsheet keeps the wind out. Surplus winter scarf. Dishes stained with sauce and fire. The survivor's kitchen. Blast stormers weigh over 10 tons. Rust peels off of it. Fawn Arrower shirts.
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall to your right. The lieutenant puts his hand on the metal barrel, checking for warmth.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
Where do those wires lead?
Somewhere?
What kind of generator
Liquid
is this?
carbon. I would imagine it takes mazout.
Points to the open fuel cap on the side of the
The
dynamo.
kind that's favored by vagrants and fuel thieves. It's been a long winter, long and cold.
If anyone stayed here, they'd need a generator.
What does this mean?
I don't know. I'm not a philosopher.
I mean, why is it here?
Someone with basic electrical skills has restored it in order to keep the room warm.
The wind outside picks up suddenly, with a faint howl. Inside, it's warm. The lieutenant assists you, holding the canister up to the fuel tank as you tilt. Dark brown, viscous fluid pours out, and the room fills with a chemical smell. There's a red starter switch on the side of the cylinder and a start rope on the other side. The lieutenant flicks the switch.
Pull the rope.
The recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a rattle.
That should do it.
The tank is far from full, but there should be enough inside to keep it going for a day.
Stairs have collapsed.
Soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories, animal adventures, a magazine for it. Not that you can tell. This is a digest of someone who's dead bored. Most of it is for entertainment purposes, fittingly right next to the radiola on the floor. Soft covers, serialized not that you can.
It's only 8%.
Soft covers, serialized fantastique. Not that
8% is fine. 8% is... That is... Third, no. 20... 22... No. No, that is... 12 or 13. Yeah, I like those odds.
soft covers, serialized fantastique. Not the soft covers, serialized fantastic. Not the Soft covers, serialized, fantastic. Not the soft covers, serialized, fantastic. Not that you can.
You know, I spent somewhere around 50 hours playing this game. It's good to know that it
Soft
all
covers,
led to
serialized,
nothing.
fantastic. And not the soft covers, serialized, fantastic. Not that you.
This is what I'm reduced to. The conceptualization
Soft
check
covers, serialized, fantastic. Not that you.
to find something out about a killer that doesn't even matter anymore.
Soft covers, serialized, fantastique, and detectives. Not that you can. Maybe it's a little old-fashioned. There's a nude mag. More than that, you can't say. The print in some of these is pretty small, though.
This person has good eyesight. Yeah, because they're a fucking sniper. My dude, it's a fucking crow's nest.
Soft covers, serialized, fantastique, and not that you.
I do not know who Cormac McCarthy is.
Soft covers, serialized, not the.
Author, No Country for Old Men.
Fantastique, and detective stories.
Oh, that's the I had mentioned that before. It's like I'm fine with stories like that when it comes to books and movies.
Soft covers.
Not so much when it comes to games. Because with games, like, you are the one that's putting in the effort. You are the main character.
Soft covers, serialized, not that you can tell.
And it's you who turns out to that has to be the one to put in the effort that leads to nothing. Instead of getting that feeling through someone else.
Soft covers, serialized, not that you can.
I get that's the point, but just because that's the point doesn't mean I have to feel good about it.
Soft covers, serialized, not that you.
This is the difference between doing it yourself and watching someone else do it.
Detective, not that you can. Soft covers, serialized, not that. Soft covers, serialized, fantastique, and detective story. Not that you can tell. This is a digest for someone who's dead bored. Most of it is for entertainment purposes. Fittingly, right next to the radio.
54 hours. 54 hours, Jacob, into the game. Through all the quests, all the dialogue, all the finding the clues, the evidence, piecing all these things together, trying to find out who did it. And it all comes down to a red check that can't be retried. If that's the case, that would make me even more fucking pissed off. If that's actually what it was, if everything would have turned out okay, if Titus and the rest of the Hardy Boys, Lizzie included, if they all survived based on me making that one fucking skill check, no.
Soft covers, Serialized, fantastic. Not that you can.
You cannot have it come down to a single check like that. No. No, 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 no.
Soft covers, serialized. Not that. Soft covers, serialized, fantastic. Oh yes, under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory, that is, dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature, published by small imprints such as Abattoir Firm and Ouzia. It's not exactly like reading.
Look him, powerful communist theory, rigorous and truthful, deranged commie ranting, downbeat dribble for people who can't get shit done.
Ouzia. I agree. Humanitarian sciences. It stands out. Not a lot of critical theory around in Ravachol West.
Your incendiary remark has failed to provoke him.
Critical theory books, what do you think this means?
Again, I am not a philosopher, but whoever has lived here, they have some education and a certain set of interests.
Interesting.
All of that to find out that he's a communist? All of that to find out that whoever was in this crow's nest was a communist? Half the fucking people in Revachol are communists. This place used to be, there was a whole fucking revolution fought by the communists and the capitalists. Of course there would still be communists around! That's what I found out! That's the only thing I discovered. I'm going to sleep. I'm taking you up on that offer.
The offer still stands. Take it. You don't look so good.
The bed is quite inviting, all things considered. It's much warmer inside than out there.
A little shudder, just an hour.
You face the concrete wall. There's less light there, in the dark corner. Like a dog, you lie there. You didn't realize how tired you were. Your body is still nowhere near healed.
Curl up with your knees close to your chest.
The blanket feels cold. The entire room does. Concrete and cold. Minutes pass. Half an hour maybe. The sounds of the sea beyond grow distant. Your eyelids close until you feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to hatch from the blackness. It's evening.
And not as much as any of Needy Streaming Overload, though. Because the journey with Needy Streamer Overload wasn't as taxing as it was with this. Like with Needy Streamer Overload, like you go through all the scenarios, like you get all the endings. You have to do like all these like weird little things to get the endings you want, and like sometimes like it's frustrating. Like it's definitely frustrating. but like each ending led to something that was entertaining. But like this, it was draining, like doing this, but like you felt like it would lead to some kind of satisfying conclusion. Like maybe you don't get like all the clues, or maybe you don't like find, maybe you like finger the wrong person. Like that's always a possibility. But to have it end in like such a colossal failure, and then you still need to go through it and see it to the end, or like whatever else, even after there is no point to it really. Like that is far worse than needy streamer overload in my opinion.
Sleep.
Yeah, it's depressing and pretty infuriating. Dinner's no longer here. Go outside to the beach. Door's still closed here. Feels strange somehow. Can't get in. I got into this way, didn't I? This way, yeah. Down to the chain, there's something there. Down to the chain. The chain of what? Island chain? Walk into the water. Now. Like, even the ending in Cyberpunk 2077, where I decided to not get the help from the corporation, where they would remove the giant Silverhand chip from my head, and I would be saved from the cancer eating my body. Even the ending where I decided not to do that, and I just slowly died from cancer over the course of 6 months. That was a more satisfying ending, because at least that was the decision that I made. See your footprints in the water. Further.
Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state turns around to face you. She has an airship airbag in her hand. She seems to be in a hurry. Okay, don't say you need to talk right away. Melt the ice first. This way you're already talking. But you don't even want to talk to her. She would only be cold and mean. Let her go. Let her go? This is the Holy Queen of the territories of Muindi and Insulinda. Think of the historic knowledge we could glean. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win her back.
It's in the back. Can you stay for a moment? We need to talk. You'd have one more massive epic showdown.
No, Harry. No. I don't want a massive epic showdown. I want to go to the aerodrome. I have tickets for the 10:20 flight to Morova. Really, we don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out. The atoms don't form us anymore. Us, our love, our unborn daughters. It's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome. I have to leave Ravachol and you. And you have to be alone. In hell. Forever. That's just the way it is.
Oh, cool.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
92% skill check? I get the feeling you're not really Dolores Day.
I don't know what you mean. Dolores Day?
She looks at you quizzically. Does not seem like a mystery she wants to get into. You're the X something.
Wasn't I Dolores Day just a second ago? Now I'm the X thing? You're confusing me. Look, I have to be at the Lausanne Aerodrome at 10:20 p.m. I still have a light rail to catch. I haven't even bought the tickets yet.
We all told you. Everyone warned you.
Who? Everyone?
Everyone.
Literally all of you.
Should have stayed down. Should have gone even deeper. Because it's impossible to meet people in the abyss of the void. Glad we're having this conversation. I'm getting so much closure.
I'm glad too, but I have to go. My friends are waiting for me on the platform. I can't let them wait. It's impolite.
What?
You know what is impolite? Consigning a lieutenant detective of the Ravachol Citizens Militia to eternal damnation. Say hi to your friends for me then.
I will.
You're the morning.
I don't understand.
The morning. I'm grieving because you're not even dead.
Oh my God, Harry, stop. I don't want to hear anything about the morning. Mourning someone who's still alive. Any of that. I can't do that anymore. I'm not 80 years old, I'm 32. People my age are not supposed to mourn.
She breathes out. It sounds more angry than a sigh. You're just an evil ape. We're all evil apes.
You don't have to hate the world. Can't you see how kind and beautiful everything is? I don't have time to deal with your pessimism. There are so many people at the stop at this hour. They're all going to the aerodrome.
Just imagine them. Beautiful world, beautiful aerodrome. I lost, and it was you who I lost
It wasn't a fight. I was never fighting you.
It's always a fight with these tiny apes. Someone always
At first,
loses.
yes, I was angry at you. But I truly am not anymore. My life is in a very good place.
You're Dolores Day, Queen Regent of the territories of Mundi and Insulinde, and nothing else.
Yes, Harry, I am. Things have gotten much better for me, now that I am the ruler of the known world. Oh God, it's already so late. I have to go, Harry.
A tiny golden watch with red straps around her bony little wrists.
You said I have a vast soul and you will always come back to
We
it.
both said a lot of things. We were very young.
You wrote in a letter, a handwritten letter. I kept it in my
As
paperwork.
Queen Regnant, I write a lot of letters.
She brushes a strand of white hair out of her eye.
You need to recite it to her. For effect. All of it. No summaries. Yeah. Put a stake through your heart. She'll get hurt too. Collateral damage.
Let's take a trip down memory lane. Start reciting.
Please, Harry. I just don't have time for this.
Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows until by the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me completely. I step on the light rail and look back. Something, bow collector. I know it would be like this until I walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. So I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast soul, and I will always come back to it.
Okay, stop. Yes. Are you happy now?
There's more. Kisses.
Very well. I wrote it. It was morning. You slept. There was hoarfrost on the ground when I left. On Voyager Road. It was autumn. The first autumn. But Harry, please understand. It was 1,000,000 years ago. No, it was 100 million years ago. I was someone else then. Filled to the brim with love for you. Hanging on your every word. Oh, Harry, you were the coolest. But I am no longer that person.
I have very little idea what's happening right now.
Has taken her place.
I have some. Okay, that's a lie. I have ideas, but
Harry,
I'm like not sure how correct they are.
The light of the video rental shines through her dress now. A DeLorean figure, cut in black, moves below. It's still her. Her legs, her breasts, her hips.
I was
cool. The coolest. With your leather jacket and your boot-cut pants. Smoking in the bus stop. I wanted you to be the rest of my life that day. And you were. Some of it, at least. You were my first. My first kiss. My first time to have sex. The first and worst time I fell in love. I will always have that with me. It's a fact. But that is all it is. It's like a ticket stub, Harry. It doesn't do anything anymore. Yes, let's talk about that too. Let's bring it up, the zoo. In Le Jardin. The day we went east
calling it Le Jardin.
To the aquarium first. I was sad about my mother. I don't even know why. The shimmer of the fish tank on my face. The octopuses. It was just a day then, but to think. Were we there now, you could touch my hair. Kiss me. Talk to me about anything. Go virtually anywhere in the world. Not like now. Now our interactions are limited to pain and regret.
Voyager Road, I know that place. Where is it?
It's here, Harry. We are on Voyager Road. At the end of it, 300 meters from the stop. We used to come here to rent videos.
House.
There. You could not pay the electrical bill. It became a lightless tomb. The years you spent training for the militia, my parents' money, it was not good.
Surely the alcohol didn't help either.
Were we drinking?
Everyone has a little glass of wine every now and then. I certainly do. It's a Queen Regnant thing. I don't think it was the alcohol. It was inevitability.
What happens now? What's the next thing we talk about?
Is there really anything left? If not, we can always repeat one of the things we have already talked about. Talk about it again. If you do not feel like doing that, you should let me go to the aerodrome.
It's not a very good thing for things
It's
to
not,
be.
But
she looks at her feet. Little golden sandals cover her toes. But what? Tell me, there's something good.
I don't know why I said but. There is no but.
That's
it, yes. We've talked about it 1,000,000 times. You will get over it, just like I did. People do. Things will get good for you again.
Where in hell? Stop. You're only making it worse for him. You never help with anything.
Good for me where? In fucking hell?
Oh, yes, she'll come around now. I made her love you again, Harry. Are you stupid? She's about to say something. Here it comes. She's starting to love him again. Her innocence, Dolores Day, fiddles with the handle of her airport bag. She has a pained expression on her face. It's agonizing. See? She isn't saying anything. I don't understand. It was, she herself said.
We were bad for each other, okay? I was bad for you. Can you not see? I'm bad. I had to stop. I couldn't just turn into a bad person. You will get better. It just takes some time. For you, I think it will take something like 20 years, maybe? It was hard for me too, you know? I used to think I couldn't live without you.
She looks you straight in the eye. Her eyes is a light blue, flecked with green.
But I can.
She keeps her shoulders squared and her back straight. But it's clear, you're still making her sad. It's not. It's just not possible. It's like eating rocks. You just can't do it.
20 years? That's so much time.
Yes. It only took me 1 year, maybe 2. Phew.
So you felt that way once, that you can't live without me? So much strength I can, it's like eating rocks.
There is a silence. She looks at you, then over her shoulder, then corrects the wreath on the dome of her forehead.
I feel like I need to keep going with this, but I'm not sure
As
why.
you talk, it feels like chewing on gravel, granite, steel bars.
Your innocence, Dolores Day, I'm sorry I made you
It's
sad.
okay.
It doesn't have to be like this. Maybe we could try
No,
again.
Harry, we can't.
Why?
We already tried again, and it didn't work.
Is that how it is now? We should just try all good things twice and then give up. By that logic, not you too.
Let's be the last sane people in the world, but only twice. If it doesn't work, let's lose our minds and let it all sink into the pail. What went wrong when we tried again? I can do it better.
I don't know. Please.
She shuffles from one golden sandal foot to the other. In the distance, the streetcar screeches. Why can't we be together?
Harry, we can't be together because you're insane.
Her eyes turn to sorrowful ovals.
She avoids turning them to you.
Insane how?
They're turning moist now. Her eyes. She slowly shakes her head and tries to get hold of herself.
What do you mean by
hands.
insane?
You know what I mean.
Never noticed I'm a cop. It's not easy work.
A cop. You've worked there for so long you can't even talk like a normal person anymore. It's always lists with you. Questions.
They're not lists, they're trees.
This is another one, isn't it? We're in a tree right now.
Yes, but it's possible to talk without. It's not possible to talk without trees.
It's not just the lists or trees or whatever. You get sad, Harry. Too sad. People can't get that sad. It's impossible to watch. Other people get sad too, but not like you. You stay down for years, and then you start beating things. You get violent. In conclusion, you're ill. You're an old, insane man. And you have to be in hell until the end of your life. And I have to go to Morova.
Don't go.
I have to, Harry. Really, I've already missed the 8:30. I'm gonna go now.
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything. You should go on without me.
I swear a holy oath, Harry. She herself bid you not to let her go. Just sit down and have a coffee first. There's a cafeteria on the corner. What is there to do in Morova?
Life.
That is not
culture.
what authorities said.
It's so much better than here. Everything here reminds me of you and the horrible times we had. The nights we stayed up fighting for our dying love. I have to wipe it all off me and be clean again. I want to be a good person again. Not this. Not what you made me into.
I swore I wouldn't let you go. You told me. You asked me to be this
That
way.
was someone else. I betrayed her, overwrote her, and I'm happier for it. And I'm really going now. The time is up. I must be on the 10:20 flight.
Will we ever see each other
I
again?
won't see you, but you will see me.
How can that be?
Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already in Morova by now. Who knows how long ago this happened? A year? 2? 5 years ago?
How will I see you again
Right
then?
here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps happening. 3 times a week, at least. And Harry, it really, really looks like it started happening again. There's the video rental. I'm suffocatingly beautiful. And young. And I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum. Like I did that time when I asked you for forgiveness. After leaving you the first time. So long ago.
This is intolerably bad.
Oh yes. This is real darkness. It's not death, or war, or child molestation. Real darkness has love for a face. The first death is in the heart, Harry.
It's not death or war or child molestation.
See you tomorrow.
That can't be the way to the airport.
You're up quick. How was your sleep?
It was total annihilation.
I did not want
camp.
to wake you. Perhaps I should have? Was it a job dream?
No, an ex-wife
The
dream.
lieutenant nods sullenly. I understand. We've all been through similar things. It can be overcome.
Spit out the blood and get back to work.
Okay.
He's still worried. You must have really threshed and squealed in your sleep. Soft covers, serialized fantastique, and detective stories, and a small collection of critical theory from obscure public.
You know what? I think I'm done with this. This last 2 hours of this game have completely drained me. I was enjoying it, like, genuinely up until this point, but the end result just, it doesn't feel like it's worth it to, like, keep going with this. Like, it would have been, if only it didn't shudder me into an irreversible conclusion. That would have been okay for me. 'Cause I genuinely didn't know that finding Ruby, like, that was it. That's it. Once you find Ruby, everything just, like, goes. You can't do that to people. to me, Ruby was just like another suspect, like an important suspect, but a suspect nonetheless. Like, I was supposed to find her, and then, like, after that, I thought I could still, like, I could still, like, keep going. But then, like, after I find her, I let her go. Okay, like, I think, like, she's not involved. And then I go back to the island proper, and, like, the streets are cleared, and there's a gunfight about to break out between the Hardy Boys and the mercenaries. And then all the Hardy Boys end up dying. Well, most of them, all but 2 of them. All the suspects are gone, and I still need to solve the case. You aren't happy that there's no point of no return warning? Like, no, like, there was something like that, but it didn't really express, like, how serious it was. Like, it was in the tunnel where Ruby was, or like where we suspected that Ruby was, like underneath the in the Feld building. But it's just not. I don't know. That really, like, these last 2 hours, it killed, like, all of my enthusiasm for this. Cause like I said, like, I was growing to like most of the people. Yeah, it really broke me. And, like, not in a good way. Yeah, that's this is it for Disco Elysium. I'm done with this. So yeah, that is the truly unsatisfying ending of Disco Elysium. I'm sorry about that, but I can't keep going with this. The only way that I could see myself continuing with this. I don't know, Jacob. Like, I can't even think about that right now. That's how seriously I am. Like, I'm like, I just need time to, like, not stream and, like, figure out, like, what I want to do next. But yeah, I need a weekend to just, like, recover from this. I am truly depressed, upset, and pissed off at how this just railroaded me into this. But, like, yeah, that is it for this. So thank you everyone for joining me. I'm sorry that this is how it is, but that is where we are right now. Please, if you enjoy if you enjoy this for whatever reason, please follow so that you do not miss out on whatever the fuck this is. I'll see you all on Monday. Bye.